talking about pickles. Or
Hi.
cucumbers, I guess.
Hi, I'm Susan and this is Sarah. And cucumbers are where it's at right now.
We have lots of cucumbers. We have lots of tomatoes. We're going to be talking about that next week. But this week we've been mainly doing pickles, canning pickles, cucumbers. Cucumbers and pickles are basically the same thing. And that's been our main first harvest. We have lots of other things coming in, but we have been doing pickles. So
yes, and I slip a few cucumbers on the side with my dill and salt because I just so love having them with my meals. So
yeah.
I just sort of pick sometimes the ones that aren't the prettiest, and I'll chop them up for that.
And pickles are a nice, or cucumbers, pickles are a nice one that we've been doing in the water bath canner instead of having to pressure cook. Because later, when we do tomatoes, we have to do pressure cooking, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But
I haven't gotten that far yet.
I personally have only ever canned cucumbers and then just cooked them down and sealed them up that way. I've never put cucumbers in the pressure cooker personally.
Yeah, we've been doing the water bath canner, and we wanted to talk to you too about recipes because we normally always do recipes out of the book, and you have special recipes that we've used for years and years. But this year we added in doing recipes. It's not a recipe. It's just the little packages from Miss Wages. Is Wages? And those have been really helpful with the abundance of cucumbers and being able to just quick put the packet in, add your vinegar, put the recipe together, and it, you can get cucumbers. You can get one batch, 2 batches basically done in 2 hours. An hour, 2 hours. Some of that time is just waiting around. You're not actually in the thick of it.
So when I do bread and butter pickles, one of the things I do is I cut the pickles up and I take them and put a small amount into a colander and put kosher salt on them, and then I put ice and then more cucumbers and then salt and ice, and I layer it to the top, and I have my colander full, and then I press put it in a container to catch the water because the cucumbers are the salt will cause the cucumbers to have quite a bit of water come out. And then after that happens, you put the kind of like a lid on it to hold it down, and maybe some other thing on it just to keep it compressed in the refrigerator, and let it set 4 hours up to 24 hours while you're kind of like, okay, I've got those cucumbers handled, and now I may be going off doing other things. But what I do also along the way is I take my 3 cups of vinegar, 3 cups of sugar. Now we've been using some unrefined sugar recently, and I'm able to do a little bit less, like 2 to 2.5 cups of sugar.
Well, we've just been cutting pretty much all of our recipes anyway.
Yeah, cutting down the sugar in them, just because. But one thing I have learned is when you do your little taste test, if it just totally kind of like takes your breath away, it needs a little bit more sugar because it is just like intense. But needless to say, I take my, like I said, the 3 cups of sugar, 3 cups of vinegar, 2.5 to 3 cups of sugar, 2 tablespoons of mustard seed, and
I'm not the recipe person.
2 teaspoons of celery seeds, and then like about an inch of ginger, and slice the ginger up nice and chop it up. Put all of that in a bag and stir it up. Another thing I've learned along the way is I truly enjoy a good Vidalia onion. And so I cut up, I buy the Vidalia onions in earlier season when they're going on sale and stuff, so that I have Vidalia onions. And then I cut up 2 or 3 Vidalia onions along with a batch of my cucumber pickle and put those in too. So let's say
last year we even I think it was last year, we just canned onions.
I did.
Yeah,
I canned
those are
several
really
things
nice.
of onions because I made extra. I didn't have as much of an abundant harvest of cucumbers last year as what we've had this year. This year has been a real abundance.
That is a
Thank
lot.
goodness for the rain and everything. It's just been wonderful. But put that in the pot, cook down the sauce and everything, and get it all good. And then I bring my cucumbers in from where they've been sitting in the fridge. I wash them off again, drain all the water off of them, and then I dump them in the pot too with the onions, and kind of just let it come to a boil, because the key to everything is you want it hot so it'll seal. And so I put my
Which is one of the things I was going to say too, that you can do refrigerated pickles as opposed to canned pickles, but then they're not shelf stable. Whereas the canned pickles, pressure cooked or just water bath canned, you can put them on your shelf like a regular can of pickles, and they're fine.
I'm still eating mine from 2011.
Yeah.
I've got 2 more jars and I'll be finished with them. But needless to say, this year I've been eating some of my other ones from this year.
Yeah.
They are in the refrigerator because I had more than what I had jars for. And
we've been trying a bunch of new recipes, and so we've been opening them to see how are they actually turning out.
Right.
And so, speaking of recipes, I'm a big classic dill, and you like bread and butter. I've been coming around to bread and butter over the past year. I really have. I kind of like them. For a while, I was like, this is not a pickle. I don't know who decided, whatever. But there's also where you can make the spicy ones, adding in red pepper flakes, chili peppers, different, which we're going to do some of that with our huge pepper harvest. I went and saw it today, and I was like, we need to get on this.
Yes. I have the serrano peppers and the some of the jalapenos poised for leftover bread and butter vinegar sauce. I'm going to try it with the peppers and see how that is, because I once had hot peppers in a sweet sauce that were really good, so we're going to give that a shot. And I'm looking forward to it, with onions, of course.
And also just this, the sweet, and garlic. The garlic ones are really good. The garlic dill. And so they kind of all blend together with their basic things, vinegar. Have you been doing the 5% on all yours? No.
Apple cider. I haven't found apple cider vinegar at 5%. And that is the thing with the bread and butter. I used apple cider vinegar and sugar with the mixture that I mentioned, and we've been using the 5%.
Yeah, this packet wants 5% acidity.
And I found out, I looked at the jar that I had of some vinegar that was pickling vinegar that I'm going to use when we're doing the peppers, and the pickling vinegar is only 2.5%.
Yeah, that's what I noticed
so
too.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I've never looked at the percentage of vinegar.
Yeah.
I don't even know what it's related to.
Well, when I was at the store the other day, I read it, and it says they dilute it to that percentage. So I guess it's stronger, and they dilute it to that percentage. Because like cleaning vinegar is a higher percentage.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I
don't
know
know.
That. Okay.
I'm sure it's on the
our cats
paper.
Joining us.
So anyway, we learned about percentage of vinegar this year, which we've really never paid attention to before.
Right, and I use just normal apple cider vinegar as opposed to the type that you do the drinking, which has the mother and everything. So I really like the apple cider vinegar.
It's all in your ingredients too, of what not just what you've grown, but the ingredients that you're putting in with it. Like we said, the unrefined sugar. If you're having cleaner, better ingredients does make it taste better. Makes it feel better when you
eat it. That's one of the things, even though we're talking about cucumbers, there are a lot of different recipes that you can use other than dill or bread and butter. And I've had some of the other ones before. It's just not the ones that are my go-to.
Yeah, we even tried, I think it was like zucchini pickles.
Oh, yeah.
And I just saw a recipe for... Ober's doing stuff to the computer. I saw a recipe for once you... Because I'm like, we also have watermelon. That's another one of the harvests that's coming probably in the next 20 to 40 days. And I think there's like 20 watermelons out there. And I was like, well, you can't just eat all of these at the same time. So what are you supposed to do?
Watermelon rind pickles. I remember
watermelon rind pickles.
My grandmother made watermelon rind pickles, and you have to put the lime in them, and you have to soak them for 7 days and do all this different stuff. But they are so wonderfully delicious.
I was like, we're going to have
to try
that.
So we're going to have watermelon pickles this year. I like to go out earlier in the morning doing the harvesting of the vegetables and such. And I've learned, too, wear the long sleeves when you're in the garden because it just makes it a whole lot easier when you come in and you're not all scratchy and itchy and stuff because reaching with the cucumbers.
Oh, let me tell you, that's what happened to me with the tomatoes. And just trying to string them up because I was doing that Florida weave, and I would come in and I'm like, I'm so itchy.
Yeah.
And we're working on pickles and cucumbers this week, and next week we'll let you guys know about tomatoes. And let us know in the comments what you guys are harvesting in your gardens this week. We're in like Western Maryland, so our climates are different than what you guys might have. And let us know.
Enjoy.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share below.